China owns land in 15 Texas counties, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
A viral map showing China owns land next to Fort Cavazos is stirring up concern, but is it true? 6 News anchor Adriana Alexander is here to verify tonight.
This question stems from an article written by the New York Post claiming that China owns land next to 19 U.S. military bases that you see right behind me. Included on this map are 2 Texas military bases, Fort Cavazos and Camp Bullis, which is near San Antonio. Now the question is the China-owned land actually next to these bases? Let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the New York Post, the U.S. Department of Transportation, and the Texas Farm Bureau. Back in June, the New York Post published an article claiming that China owns farmland next to 19 military bases across the country. And it didn't take long for that map to spread across social media. Included in that are 2 Texas military bases, Fort Cavazos near Killeen and Camp Bullis near San Antonio. According to the 2023 USDA map of Chinese land in Texas, China owns land in 15 Texas counties. None of these counties are remotely close to either Bell County, Corio County, or Bexar County, where Fort Cavazos and Camp Bullis are located. So we can verify no, China does not own land next to Fort Cavazos or Camp Bullis. The map and the claim that these bases are next to China-owned land is a bit exaggerated. However,
it's a heavy topic of conversation. Where do you draw the line?
Texas Farm Bureau spokesperson Gary Joyner says there is one military base that is in fact near Chinese-owned land that was not included in the New York Post map.
There's one purchase in particular in South Texas near Laughlin Air Force Base, Val Verde County. It was over 130 acres of ranch land that was purchased by a Chinese entity known to be associated with the Chinese government. He wanted to build a wind farm in that area, but it was adjacent to the Air Force Base.
And he claims that China represents only a small portion of foreign-owned land in the state, causing concern to Texas lawmakers.
With Canada, Netherlands, Germany, Italy, they own land in Texas that's farm and ranch land or timberland, but it's those countries that are deemed threats to our national security.
In the 89th Texas legislative session, House Bill 2389 was proposed to ban foreign entities from purchasing land in Texas. This is something many Texans support and hope goes through.
Over 10 bills filed, more to be filed likely because the filing deadline is still a couple of weeks away. So it's going to be something that I think the legislature is going to be addressing. It's just a question of how they package that information together.
Right now, there is no national law preventing foreign ownership, only a disclosure requirement. We'll see what the legislators decide on pertaining to this ordeal in the coming months.
Adriana, thank you. Always verifying that information for us so that people do not have to rely on social media.
For sure.